fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about all the new indie makeup releases from the past week or so and what's really caught my attention. I feel like I've been slacking a little bit on indie makeup releases, which is my Instagram account completely dedicated to new makeup news for indie brands. And it's just because I've had a few personal things going on, but hopefully I can get back into it. So this video is not going to be super long because we don't have a ton of things to talk about, but I thought we had enough that we could go ahead and just chat about it for a little bit. If you like the makeup look that I'm wearing right now, I did a little try on haul that should be coming soon to my channel, so stay tuned for that video. Also, if you are new to this series, it's inspired by Neil Kanikfis and Samantha March, so I'll have their channels linked down below. I also have all the Instagram accounts that I use to make this video happen. I have a list of discount codes for indie brands. It's not just my discount codes, it's any that I could find. It's a decent list just in case you're shopping and you want to save a little bit of extra money. So I think that's everything. Without any further ado, let's jump on in. So the first new release that we have to talk about is from Salt New York, and these are called their lip and cheek adjusters. And they seem like a really cool, unique concept, especially like it just makes perfect sense for Salt New York. So if you're not familiar with them, they have some really cool magnetic palettes that actually zip up, which just kind of keeps your product really safe, and I think it probably makes it last longer if I had to assume. And they also sell different cream blush, cream contour, cream highlights, all in like little square pans. And so they have released these now, which are basically just different shade adjusters, so you can make anything that they already have, or I guess any cream product you already have. It doesn't even have to be from them, and you can make it lighter, you can make it darker, you can make it warmer, you can make it cooler, and you just have the option to completely adjust to whatever works for you, for your cheeks, for your lips. I really like this idea, and like I said, I think it seems perfect for them. I don't plan on picking any of these up just because like I'm not the person who will sit there and mix all these different products. I like mixing things with my foundation, and that's about it. I'm not really like a color mixer. I think that this is actually really smart though in comparison to like the Anastasia Beverly Hills. They used to have that like lip palette. I don't know if it's available anymore, and it had a bunch of lip shades, and then it also had some shades where you could adjust kind of like these. But I feel like this is perfect because you could just order whatever you would use the most, and you don't have to have everything or spend $65 for a big palette. You can just choose an adjuster that will work for you. So I like it, but I'm not personally planning on picking anything up. But if you are curious, I do think Salt New York has really good products. I have 2 blushes, a bronzer, and a highlight from them, and I really like them. And then next, I did a video of this on my channel already in case you're interested. I'll link it in the cards here. But this is the new Odin's Eye Saga of Freja collection, and it is available now. I just thought I'd let you know. I really like this collection. Like, I think that the textures of the shadows and the palettes are really nice. A lot of the palettes have really cute color stories. I think that as a collection overall, it is a little bit overwhelming to have 3 different palettes and just so many different shades, and it's kind of like a little bit all over the place, but at the same time, it all looks very magical. I don't know, I like the vibes and the aesthetic, but I can definitely see how this collection would be overwhelming. So I'd love to know if you decided to pick up anything from that, if you just passed altogether. And then next we have some new single shadows. This is a collaboration collection, and it's very cute. So this is from Bechy Beauty Blends and Mystical Glamour, and this is the Deities collection. It's available now, so you can get the entire bundle of all the shadows for $119.20, or they're $7.55 each. And then I believe that they also had them split up in different quads as well that you could purchase, but I can't remember exactly how much the quads were off the top of my head. These look really stunning. Like, the pictures make them look just like really beautiful, sparkly, glamorous shadows. I'm interested, but also kind of overwhelmed at the same time. Like, part of me is like, maybe I should just order, you know, just like maybe like 1 or 2 or 4 shadows just to get like a taste for the formula. So I would love to know if any of you have tried these or if you picked them up, because they do look really cute. I have a few shadows from Bechy Beauty Blends, and I've just kind of waited to talk about them because they previously were just selling from their Instagram, and I don't see anything wrong with that per se, but just for me and like promoting to like such like a large audience in comparison with only selling from your Instagram, I was just waiting for them to have a website, and just like if I'm going to talk about them, if I'm going to recommend them, for them to have like something that makes you guys feel secure if you decide to check out and purchase anything. So they do have a website now, which I'm really grateful for. So maybe I'll feature some of their shadows in a video very soon. Let me know if you'd like to see that, because I do have a few, but they're not from this collection. Next we have a release that I think kind of just blew up a little bit. I think a lot of people are really excited about these, and they look really, really cool. So these are from Sugar Drizzle Polish, and they are Multichrome eyeliner crayons. So these are available now. And when I first saw these, I was like, whoa, that's like so awesome. I hadn't even thought about that. I'm over here like multichrome mascara this, multichrome mascara that, but I wasn't even thinking about multichrome like pencil eyeliners. And I think that this is a really cool concept, especially if they like actually like truly show up. I know I saw a few people that I watched get these in PR, if I remember correctly. I saw some people purchase them, so I'm excited to see reviews. But the reason why I decided not to pick them up myself is because whenever the brand announced them, they like kind of did like a whole thing like talking about them, and they said that they personally did not test them out in their waterline at all. And I was kind of like, really, because that's the only way I use eyeliners like this. I don't ever line my like lid with liners like this. I would want to use something like this in the waterline. So when I saw that, I was like, I'm just gonna wait for reviews, see what everyone else says, see what other people think about them being in their waterline, especially with contacts. Like, I just don't want to buy something that's not gonna work for me. And then I thought, you know, there is a trick where you can take like a liner and then stamp down any shadow on top of it with like a what's it called, a flat eyeliner brush. And I have so many multichromes, I'm like, maybe I should just try to do that and see if I can get some of my powder eyeshadows to do that by themselves without having to buy something new, just because I'm trying to be on my best behavior. So I decided to skip on these, but I think that they seem really, really cool. And then let's see, next we have a new release from Dose of Colors, and I just had to mention this because I thought it was adorable. This is their new collaboration with Disney, and this time it is Donald Duck and Daisy Duck, and I just think that this is so cute. Like, the packaging is adorable, the little purple bows, like I think the color story is actually really nice. I don't think it's enough that I'm like, oh yeah, I need to order that and like have this little palette. I'm not gonna lie, I was tempted to buy the Mickey Mouse one when it was on clearance for like $11 or something, just because my son loves Mickey Mouse so much. I kind of thought it would be cute to display here because I know it would make him happy too. My entire house is just like this random mixture of like really girly pastel and Mickey Mouse. It works for us. But I'm gonna pass on this because even though I love the packaging, I don't think that like the contents inside would actually add any value for me personally. And then let's see, we also have a new release from Nabla, and these are super cute. They released 2 more Cutie palettes and some eyeliners, and I really like the blue palette. I don't know what the exact name is. I don't see. But it's just, I mean, it's a beautiful blue palette. The matte shades look really nice. The shimmer shades look stunning. I just think my one pet peeve is, why do people always have to put like this like boring bronze shade with blues? Like, it's probably one of my least favorite combinations. I just don't like it. So when I saw that, I was like, is it petty that I just want to not buy the entire palette because of that one shade? But I'm like, if you're gonna buy a palette that's only 6 shades, you should probably like all 6 shades. So I talked myself out of it. They also, like I said, they have eyeliners, and the one that really caught my attention is the navy, because I have the burgundy one from there. I think it's called Arrow Liner number 3, and it's just so rich and pigmented, stays in my waterline all day. So I'm kind of interested in getting that deep blue because I just think that it would be really, really good. But again, not something I'm like, oh, I need to purchase right away. Then there's like the cute little neutral palette, the analog palette, but I'm not drawn to that at all. So that is going to be a pass for me. We also have a new palette here from Klarity Cosmetics. This is the Cobra palette, and I'm not sure if it's available yet or not, but I think that this is really cute. I really like the theme. I like the color story. The only thing that's holding me back is that a lot of the shades in here look similar to the blue palette that Klarity Cosmetics did, and I really didn't like the formula of that, and I just don't know if I'm ready to try it again or if the formula is going to be the same. I just found their formula to be like more of that like super, super dry, super pigmented formula that feel like pressed pigments, and I just feel like that works the worst on my eyes. It's just not my favorite to use. So I don't know. I think it's really cute, and part of me wants to take a chance on it, but I don't think that I'm going to. We also have a new product released from the lip bar that's available now. This is the Skin Glow Highlighting Serum, and this looks super nice. I feel like I'm all about a highlighting serum, especially an affordable one. I think that these were $16 or $13 each, and the lip bar is a brand I keep wanting to try, and I'm like, they're at Target. I'm gonna buy from them next time I go to Target. But I went to 2 Targets that did not have them, and I'm like, I just need to suck it up and make an online order and try a few things from them because they've been on my mind. And I think the shade Rose All Day, I'll leave a little swatch picture here, looks really nice, and it's something I could see using a lot. And I'm also kind of interested to compare that to the Auric Glow Lust because I love mixing these in, and I feel like the description is kind of similar, but these cost so much more, which makes me intrigued to compare. And the shade Rose All Day looks a lot more pink than the Auric Glow Lust, so I feel like I could compare the formulas, but I wouldn't be like having color dupes or anything like that. So I think I am gonna pick that up. I'm very interested. Lastly, before we jump into the more mainstream news, I want to talk about this new launch from Laura Lee Los Angeles. And I just thought I would mention it because it was kind of something different and it caught my attention. That plane is so loud. I like keep trying to talk louder to talk over it, but it's too much. So this is the Candy Skies palette, and this is pretty cute. I mean, it is just a rainbow palette, but it has some fun pastel tones, and all of the metallics look very, very intense, like pistachio, sunset, macaroon. They all look so cute. The thing that's really holding me back from wanting to buy this palette is, if you guys remember the original Laura Lee Los Angeles Party Animal palette, the first colorful palette they ever did, that was genuinely one of the worst eyeshadow palettes I've ever used in my life. So this is, I don't know, just for them to be doing color again, I'm like, I need to see reviews. Even if I saw reviews, it's not like a really intriguing color story where I'm like super pulled in to purchase it, but I'm curious to see what people say, if it's going to be better, because I feel like sometimes when neutral lovers do colorful palettes, they're just not as good as if a colorful lover would have done them. Just my thoughts. So I'm not planning on purchasing, but I'm curious to hear what you guys think about it. We also have a new release I wanted to mention from e.l.f. This is the new Putty Bronzer, and this definitely grabbed my attention specifically because in this picture, the like light, very like cool tone shade I just think looks super nice. Seems like something I would use all the time. Even there's like a light, like more bronzy, like warm shade that doesn't look like super orange that looks really nice as well. And for $6 each, I think is what they cost. Like, I feel like you can't beat that. And one of the things was that I didn't purchase this right away because I was holding back, because I'll just show you guys, even though it's a spoiler, I tried this Soul Body bronzer for the first time today, and I don't think it looks really bad as like an overall look, but I just feel like the shade is just not good for me. So I feel like the e.l.f. one is kind of like a similar vibe, and I just kind of want to get this kind of product in a shade that would work better. I don't know. So I am tempted to pick 1 or 2 of those up, but I'm not set on a decision yet. And then last but not least, probably the release that I've got the most tags in a while. I feel like I don't get tags as often because I post a lot of the releases that I end up talking about in these videos, but this one, so many of y'all came through. So basically, Harry Styles filed a trademark for his own perfume and cosmetic line. He is listed as the director. The company is named Pleased as Holdings Limited as of now. It says that info might change, and I'm really curious to see what this is going to be. I don't imagine that this will be like a cosmetic line, just guessing, because I really haven't seen him wear a lot of cosmetics, but I know he likes to do his nails, so I'm curious if it could be like perfume, nails, kind of, I don't know. I'm just excited about it. I feel like I'm definitely biased here because I love Harry Styles. He's like one of my favorite celebrities, if not my favorite, so I'm excited to see him doing this and like diving into this world. I'm happy about it and I can't wait to see what it is. So that is pretty much everything we had to talk about today. I hope that you enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.